All right, we have a question here, question 1.3. The question says x, open brackets, right here. Okay, in the previous video, we did question 1.1.1 and question 1.1.2. So here we're still solving for x, 1.1.3, and then it's given x minus 4 less than 0, and then we need to find the value of x. So situation like this, because of this symbol, the inequality symbol, this is no longer an equation, but it is an inequality. So to solve inequality, we need to first determine or calculate the turning points, okay? Determine, excuse me, the critical points, I meant to say, critical points. The critical points are those values of x that determine the boundaries of the interval over which x makes this function lesser than 0 or greater than 0. Now let's see. We're going to set x open bracket x minus 4 equal to 0, which implies that x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 equal to 0. From there, we work out x is equal to 4. So x0 and 4 are the critical values. Now that we determine the critical values, we need to draw a number line to see the interval. The interval is correctly clearly, okay? And then show my number lines. My number line here. Excuse me. I'll show the number line. And then I'll place the values of x, okay, the critical values, in ascending order. So 0 and 4 there. So these two numbers break down the number line into 3 intervals, from negative infinity to 0, from 0 to 4, and from 4 to positive infinity. Okay, so now we want to see in which interval will the function over here will be lesser than 0. Okay, now let's see. We're going to substitute random values over each interval. Like in the first interval from negative infinity to 0. Or take a number like negative 1, for instance. We start negative 1 for x, negative 1 for x, and then see. Okay, you notice that we have negative 1 times negative 5. This is positive. So this over this interval, the solution is positive. Now move on. I want to take then a number in this interval, and then this is going to be true for all the numbers within that interval. That will make this interval side will always be, the function will always be positive. This expression will always be positive. Okay. Now I'm moving on into this interval between 0 and 4. I want to pick up a number, any number. I prefer 1. So if I sub 1 there, I sub 1 for x. We notice that we have like 1 times negative 3, which is negative 3. So over here, then I will conclude that all over this interval, the solution will always be negative in this interval, regardless of the number you select within the interval. It's the solution, the function will always be negative. Now move on to here. I take a number like 5. So if I sub 5 for x, I will have positive still, positive there. And note that the signs of the function within the interval will always alternate: positive, negative, positive, or negative, positive, negative, always like that. Now we are concerned with the solution that is lesser than or equal to. No, not lesser than or equal, just lesser than 0. So the negative, lesser than 0 means negative. So we say, therefore, our solution is between 0 and 4. Note that 0 and 4 are boundaries, but those boundaries are not inclusive, they're exclusive, okay? They're not part of the interval. So we will write 0 lesser than x, lesser than 4, because the solution is here. Thank you.